We need to talk about the iPad. Not the Pro with its crushing M4 power, and not the Air with its confusing place in the lineup, but the base model. The iPad 12th generation is shaping up to be the most controversial, yet the most important release Apple has planned for the budget market in years. If you're sitting there with an older iPad, or maybe you are eyeing the 10th generation because the price dropped, you need to stop right now. Because the leaks, the rumors, and the supply chain whispers coming out of Cupertino paint a picture of a device that is either going to save the entry-level tablet market or destroy it completely. We are looking at a device that sits at the intersection of aggressive cost-cutting and the necessary inclusion of Apple Intelligence. And that contradiction is going to define whether this tablet is a massive win or a total skip. Let's go deep into what is actually happening behind the scenes, because the story of the iPad 12 isn't just about a screen and a battery. It is about Apple's strategy to lock you into their ecosystem for the next 5 years. The first thing we have to address is the air gap problem. For years, the base iPad has been plagued by a non-laminated display. This means there is a tiny air gap between the glass you touch and the pixels underneath. In a world where even budget Android tablets have fully laminated screens, the iPad 10th generation felt archaic. The rumors for the 12th generation suggest Apple is finally considering closing this gap. But here is the catch. If they laminate the screen, they cannibalize the iPad Air sales. If they don't, they lose the education market to Chromebooks and cheaper tablets. The leak landscape suggests a compromise. We are likely looking at an upgraded display panel that offers better color accuracy and brightness, possibly hitting 500 nits, but still maintaining a 60 Hz refresh rate. Yes, in 2025 and beyond, Apple is likely sticking to 60 Hz on the base model. While tech enthusiasts hate this, Apple knows that the average user watching Netflix or typing an essay doesn't care about promotion. But for you, the buyer, this is a critical decision point. If you want a smooth scrolling experience, this device might already be dead on arrival for you. However, if they manage to bring the sRGB color gamut to a higher standard and reduce that air gap, the visual experience upgrade from the 9th or 10th gen will be massive. But the screen is just the surface. The real war is being fought on the silicon. This is where the iPad 12 becomes a puzzle. To support Apple Intelligence, the AI features that rewrite your emails, generate images, and make Siri actually useful, the device needs 8 GB of RAM. Currently, the base iPads are starved for RAM. If Apple releases the iPad 12 with an A16 Bionic chip and only 4 GB or 6 GB of RAM, they're effectively releasing a dumb device in an AI era. That would be a marketing suicide in the US market. Therefore, the strongest theory is that the iPad 12 will jump straight to an A17 or a modified A18 chip purely to support the neural engine requirements of Apple Intelligence. This is huge. It means the base iPad, the cheap one, might actually be more powerful than the iPhone 14 Pro or even the standard iPhone 15 in terms of raw compute for AI tasks. This single-spec upgrade changes the value proposition entirely. You wouldn't just be buying a tablet. You would be buying the cheapest ticket into the Apple AI ecosystem. This creates a massive incentive for students and budget-conscious professionals who want the new features without spending $1,000 on an iPad Pro. Let's talk about the physical reality of using this device. The design language introduced in the 10th gen, the flat edges, the removal of the home button, the Touch ID and the power button, is staying. But the accessories are a mess that the 12th gen needs to fix. The Apple Pencil situation is currently a nightmare of adapters and confusion. The 12th gen is expected to fully standardize on the USB-C Pencil or potentially offer support for the Pencil 2 with magnetic charging. If Apple forces users to stick with a non-magnetic, wired charging pencil for another year, the backlash will be severe. The rumors indicate a repositioning of the front-facing camera to the landscape edge is permanent now, which is excellent for Zoom and FaceTime, acknowledging that most people use these devices as horizontal laptops, not vertical clipboards. We also need to discuss storage. 64 gigabytes in this day and age is criminal. With OS updates, app sizes increasing, and downloaded media, A 64 gigabytes iPad is full the moment you unbox it. The hope, and it is a desperate hope, is that the 12th gen starts at 128 gigabytes. If Apple keeps the base storage at 64 gigabytes to force an upsell, it undermines the value argument of this tablet entirely. The pricing strategy is the final piece of this puzzle. The US market is sensitive. Inflation has hit hard. The iPad 10 launched at a price that was too high, leaving the 9th gen as the budget king until it was discontinued. Apple cannot afford to price the iPad 12 at $449. It has to hit that sweet spot of $349 or maybe even $329 for the education sector. If they can deliver an AI-capable chip, a better screen, and USB-C standardization at roughly $350, they win the holiday season. They win the back-to-school season. But if they creep the price up to protect the iPad Air margins, they leave the door wide open for competitors. You also have to consider the longevity. An iPad is an investment. People keep these things for 5, 6, sometimes 7 years. Buying an iPad 12 implies you are betting on its performance holding up until 2030. With the shift to Apple Silicon and AI, legacy devices are going to age much faster. The iPad 12 represents the new baseline. Anything below it will become obsolete much faster than previous generations. This is why you wait. Buying a 10th gen right now is risky because you are buying pre-AI hardware in a post-AI world. So what is the verdict? Should you be excited? Cautiously, yes. The iPad 12th generation represents Apple's attempt to modernize the entry-level experience without destroying the sales of their premium tiers. It is a balancing act of giving you just enough power to be impressed, but withholding just enough features, like the 120Hz screen or the M-series chip branding, to keep you wanting more. But for 90% of users, for the students, the parents, and the media consumers, this tablet will likely be the gold standard. It will handle the games, the streaming, and the work with ease. The key is the chip and the RAM. If the leaks hold true and we get that AI compatibility, this will be the best value product Apple has ever sold. If they cheap out on the RAM, it will be a device destined for the bargain bin. Keep your eyes peeled for the official announcement. Watch the storage configurations closely, and do not pull the trigger on older model until we know for sure what the 12th generation brings to the table. The landscape of budget computing is about to change, and the iPad 12 is right at the center of the storm.